Steve Yancey, he's one of our membership chairs. Alan is the other. He is at home following us now. Gina Murrow is our vice president of program. She's off in Pennsylvania following us. Jane Robbins is the president of Central Massachusetts Pastel Society and also one of our members. She is in Rhode Island following us. And Tony Elaine is in Scotland here on my screen following us. So we have a huge audience out there. And for those of you I did not mention out in the greater world, I thank you for joining us and being with us today. I wish you could see, as a matter of fact, you can see. Here, hang on just a second, all of you out there. I'm going to turn you around so you can see. Everybody wave. Wow. Everybody wave. This is good.
Gina.
Right, there we go. The wave. Remember we did it in high school. Right. Okay. So I just wanted everyone out there to know that we are grateful to have you with us. And each time we do one of these, we are doing a little bit better with our hybrid technology. So at some point we'll be making movies, I'm sure. Anyway, okay. I promised Nori I would only speak for just a few moments, and I am not using this thing. I was a teacher in biology. And if you can't yell over a bunch of lab equipment, when can you yell? So I want to start off by sort of dedicating this show to our former secretary, Donna Branson, who passed away this last month. And there are many of you who know her and many more of you who do not know her because you are newer members, and she's been ill for the last 18 months and finally was able to go home for her last couple of days and pass away at home. And it was cancer, and she was the one that specifically asked me not to tell you all. She wanted to have her peace with her husband and her family. And so as a result, we have some chairs over here. There's like 3 chairs. There's about a couple over there and so forth. Okay. Anyway, she was a tremendous artist. She gave a lot of her time to the Mesa Art Center and did demonstrations there, taught classes there. Her works hung in the Mesa Art Center, and she lived in Chandler. And one of her very best friends was Judy Peacher, who is another of our members and who is now the secretary, took over from Donna when Donna could no longer do the job. I don't know whether you know this about Donna, but Donna was a university professor and ultimately became the chair of her department of art at the university. And she was among the members of a team that designed the bulletproof jackets for our men and women in Afghanistan. Oh. She was a tremendous person, a gentle, loving person with a wonderful family, a huge family, and who adored her. And so we will miss her terribly. Anyway, moving on from that sad note, I think next year, it happened so quickly this year, we were not able to put together an award donation fund for her, but next year we will have something in her name for next year. Okay, moving on from that, I really am amazed and thankful to have all of you here. Last year, of course, was a COVID year, and we had a minimal attendance, and so which was understandable. And I thought once we got this horrible storm and everything, that all of you would sort of bail on me. And by the way, Gina, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Wave. Okay, good. All right. So I was sort of expecting there to be a lot of empty seats today, and I want to thank you all for making the effort to come here, because as you can see, the show this year is outstanding. Give a big round of applause. I look around and every painting, well, possibly with the exception of mine, but anyway, all the paintings are just really top notch. It's unbelievable. Anyway, so I want to thank you all for making that effort to come. And I want to thank the Phippen for having us back again this year. And I hope the fact that we've had a few sales right off the mark encourages them to ask us again for next year, because we are loving it. And it's just a wonderful gallery space for us and a great place to be able to have a lunch. And they've just gone out of their way to help us in every aspect of this show. So I really want to thank them. I don't know if there's any members of the Phippen sitting out here, but let's give them a hand too. So, and I have to tell you that my personal life has been sort of erratic, topsy-turvy, and weird over the last 6 months. And so I have stood back a little bit and kind of let Nori and Joe and Jean Wellens, who is not, there she is over there, kind of take over this whole thing. And I've just kind of stuck my oar in when necessary. So I want to, especially Nori, stand up. I want to really give you like a little bit. Yeah. This show would not have happened without her. So I want, and people have been coming and thanking me, but it's Nori who put this show on this year. So really and truly, she gets all the credit, and I hope she sticks around for a few more years. Okay, let's see what else I wanted to say. We have changed a couple of the dates that are going forward here. We've had some issues with meeting dates. In the fall, it turns out that our meeting dates are good the second Sunday of the month. But once we pass over into January, then we're left with New Year's Day and that football day. I forget what that's called. And then there's President's Day, and I mean all these other days. And so it turns out that our best meeting dates are the first Sunday of the month. So I think going forward, you want to keep this in your head that when we start out our season in September, we will be doing the second Sunday of the month. And then when we get to January, which is the first month of the year, we will move to our first Sunday of the month. And Dodie will let you know if there are any changes to that at all. But for that reason, April 2nd will be our next meeting. It is the first Sunday of the month in April, and it will be held again at the Arizona Artists Guild building in North Phoenix, Arizona. I have to tell you, we had probably maybe about 20 people show up for our paint around, but that did not diminish their enthusiasm and happiness, and everybody was invigorated, and they all came and told me what a great time they had. I don't know if they mentioned it to Jody or not, but they did tell me. And I want to encourage you, if you live in the area, on April 2nd, please come to the next meeting at the Arizona Artists Guild building, where you can sit around like this and actually talk to people about art, which is, it's a little different than when you're on Zoom. So, and not that we don't love you guys out there, we do, but it just is a more one-on-one situation. So that will be on April 2nd. However, I want to thank Layla Langston for doing a plein air event this last month in February. Is that right? February, right? Where is she anyway? Yes. She's over here. Sorry, February. Anyway, which 11 people turned out for that, and which is a good starting event. Next month, March 18th, we will be meeting at Boyce Arboretum, and this will be an APAA sponsored event. And so we will be paying for your admission. And if anybody's been to Boyce, they know the admission is not reasonable. So if you sign up, the reason we're having you sign up online, it will say no fee. We just need to know how many people are coming and what your name is, so I can give that list to the Boyce office, and then they can check you off when you come. They know you've already been paid. Okay, so please sign up online on the APAA website for March 18th to be with Layla and Alan and I and well, maybe Ted, I don't know. And a few other people up at Boyce, which just has a lot of tremendous views. Okay. And if anybody has any questions about that, Layla's back here at this back table. You can ask her about that later. Okay. Over here, Jim Cross is working on the painting that we are doing for the Make Your Mark painting. And as you know, last year I started helping Pastel artists in the Ukraine, and they are now members of our group. They don't join us online because they are all in very strange situations. Our member, Olena, who is in Poland, she is in a refugee center, so they don't really have she doesn't have a way of joining us. And then Vera Kavura is in northern Italy at this moment, and Boris Rabinsky is still residing in Kyiv. And I am trying desperately to get him some pastels. Dakota is not able to ship to the Ukraine because of the mailing situation. However, the J. Luda company in Romania tells me now, I've had them inquire, and they tell me that if he's in the appropriate zip code, they can get something to him. So I'm going to get back to him and find out what zip code he's in. Whatever, I'm going to try and get that to happen because Boris is pretty much out of pastels at this point, and he's still trying to paint. So, and as I said, he lives in Kyiv. So I'm working on all that. This painting in the back of the room, just like last year, I'm hoping you'll spend a couple minutes putting some orange in the sky and some blue and whatever clouds, and get it at least sort of 3/4 of the way done so I can turn it over to one of the other artists in the room for completion. That's what I did last year. I gave it to Donna Branson, and she was the one who completed the painting for us. And then at that point, we put a picture of it up on our website, and I opened up raffle tickets at $5 each. And then I put all those raffle numbers in a fishbowl and had somebody pull out a ticket, and somebody down in Tucson won the painting, which Helen and I delivered. So that's what we'll do with this painting. All you have to do is buy a raffle ticket once it's completed. So I'm asking you to please get some color on that sucker before we leave the room. Okay. All right. And then speaking of the J. Luda company, they have been an outstanding sponsor, although many of you have never heard of them. How many people have heard of J. Luda? A few. Okay. Well, John Luda was a farmer who had a hardware store back in the late 1800s, and World War, 1941, all of his possessions were taken from him, and he later committed suicide. His son was the one that began making pastels, and the current owner of J. Luda, who is Sabi Orban, he is the grandson of the man who started making pastels. So that's why it's called John Luda or J. Luda, because it's in honor of the great-grandfather, and Sabi Orban is the current owner. So he has worked with me very closely over the last year or so, and he has donated 2 prizes, one for this show and one for our summer show, and he is also the man that is trying to get pastels to the person in the Ukraine. So he's a very nice man, and if you get a chance, his logo is on our website along with all of our sponsor logos, and I don't want to put anybody else diminish anyone else. Just want you to know, anytime you want to go and get a specific kind of a pastel, all the logos of the sponsors who give us awards are on our website. You just need to click on their picture, the little logo picture, and it will take you to their website. Okay. So please take advantage of that. I want to thank all of our sponsors for helping us. We got probably about $5,000 in awards from sponsors, about 5,000, maybe 49 or something like that. But anyway, it's close. So they do a really good job for us and help provide the prizes that we give out to you. And then the rest we make up with cash. And then let's see. I think that's pretty much all I want to say, unless you think I should say something else. Okay, so let's sit down. I'm going to turn this over to Nori and Joe, and they're going to take care of passing out all the awards. And then I have a couple of my own awards, so I'll be back to see you in a little while. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I've just been told that Artist of the Month, Gina, do you have a picture of Artist of the Month?
Mm-hmm. I think only they can see it on this end. Hang on.
I don't have it. Gina.
I'm working on it.
Okay. Oh, it's going to come up here.
No, I don't have any way of, that's just a screen. That's not a TV.
Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll just put it on the website and tell me who it is. Who is it?
It is, oh, here we go. No. Sorry, I just gave it to Nori.
Do you have it?
Here we go. It's Judy and Ida Davidson Sheldon. With
Judy
her
Sheldon,
pictures.
are you in the audience?
I am. Thank you so much.
Study on the road.
She's in where? She's here?
No, I'm on the video. So
Like
on
that?
Zoom. Thank you
Judy,
so much.
you're out there in Zoom
There
land?
it is. That's the picture.
Oh my God. Well, okay, I'm gonna turn it around. Ready?
Oh, wait, it went away. Hang on.
Mhm.
Hold on. No, stop share.
So, oh, went away. Where'd
It went away because I hit the wrong button. My
Oh,
apologies.
because you're
There you go.
Oh, we're back again. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay. All right. So congratulations, Judy. That's
Thank you
great.
so much. You know,
you-
I never get to come to the meetings because I'm down south of Tucson. And but I appreciate all of you and all of your work. And so to be recognized, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So
Oh, you are well deserved. Okay. Everybody give her a big hand. Okay. Okay. Now, Judy, you be sure and email me
okay.
your snail mail address so I can send you your pink package of pastels. Okay.
Sounds perfect. Thank you.
Okay, you bet.
Okay.
All right. Now, and the other thing about Artist of the Month, I have to tell you, for next month, we're actually having 2 Artists of the Months, which is okay because we skipped December or November. One of those we skipped. I can't remember which one. Anyway, we got involved with something and then we never did get one of the months done. So we're gonna have 2 next month. One will be online, just like always, that Gina's gonna do. And the other one is going to be for those people who show up at the April meeting at the AAG building. You bring your painting with you, like we used to do in the old days, back, with the water wheel and stuff. Okay, so just bring it has to be in a frame. Isn't that right? Wasn't it always in a frame?
Yep.
Yeah, it was always in a frame. Okay. It has to be in a frame. And you just bring it to the meeting with you. We sit them up on a table and the people in the room vote for Artist of the Month from the pictures that are there in the room. So we will have a physical Artist of the Month, and then we're going to have an online for Artist of the Month. And so we'll have 2. Then in May, all of the winners of the Artist of the Month for this season will then be competing for May Artist of the Year. Okay, so we will not need any entries for May. So we will just use the previous photographs and you'll all vote for Artist of the Year. Okay. All right. Any questions about that? Okay. Now I'm turning it over to Nori. Okay. Bye, guys.
I'm Nori Thorne, and can you all hear me? My voice isn't as loud as the school marm over there. Okay. And I want to welcome you to the Phippen and welcome you, the Zoom audience. I'm so glad that you all are here with us. You know, there's some people that you just cannot thank. I'm off my mark.
Stay on your mark.
Okay, I'm staying on the mark.
Stay on your mark.
Some people you just can't thank enough. And Alan and Sharon Fry are two of those people. And would you give them a little present? They have done so much for the national shows and for the member shows and for APAA in general. So we appreciate you. I'd also like to thank.
Yeah.
I also want to thank my right-hand man, Jean Wellens. She has done a fantastic job with public relations and with getting new information on our new improved website. So thank you, Jean. I'd like to make a little plug for the catalog. You can purchase that catalog online, and all of the royalties go right straight to APAA. So if you buy a catalog, you are benefiting our organization. So please do that. I want to thank Jo, our amazing sponsor queen, and then for doing her magic in securing a very handsome prize package for our shows. And I want to thank you. And of course, we want to thank our good friends at the Phippen, Jeanette Holverson and Neil McEwen and their posse of volunteers, boots on the ground people. They made everything so smooth, and we just appreciate them so much. And I have a happy announcement to make. They've invited us back for next year. So same time, same place next year. So I'm pretty thrilled about that. But most of all, I want to thank you, our APA, wonderful APA members, and all of our pastelist friends that have presented their beautiful work to us today. And thank you so much. We appreciate all that you all do. So for some background on our show this year, we had 80 paintings, and they're beautiful, aren't they? Mm-hmm. I just think this is one of our most outstanding shows. They were mostly from Arizona, but we had entries from all across the country. We had entries from, I need my glasses, Nevada, New York, Oregon, Washington, Illinois, Colorado, Florida, Connecticut, New Mexico, Michigan, and Oklahoma. So I'm really proud of the national aspect of our show. Our jurors, Andrew McDermott and Colette Odia-Smith, did a great job in sifting through almost 300 anonymized entries to make their selections. They had a huge job, and I respect their professionalism. I also am sad to say that our wonderful juror of awards, Natasha Eisenhower, couldn't make it to the workshop, and she's not here today except in spirit because she's stuck someplace on I-40. So she is not going to be with us. But she did send me her comments about what she looks for when she's juring a show. And she also sent me her comments about her top 4 award winners. So you will have that. In fact, I think it would be useful for me to read a very, very short paragraph, what she looks for when she's during the show, because that's going to inform, that's going to help you when you see what the awards are, you'll see what her thought process is. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. All right. It's just very short, but this is what Natasha sent to me. When I am given the task to sort through well over 200 images and find 29 that rise above the others, we have actually 30. To recognize with an award, suffice to say, it's very daunting. It's a very daunting task, especially when there's so many excellent entries as there were in the show this year. My initial cut is based on composition and values. A truly great painting has to really nail those 2 criteria. From there, I look for the painting to say something. to be charged emotionally. While that might sound subjective, the skills of mark making, adherence to temperature, ability to create atmosphere, and so many other objectives, markers, are critical to create a reaction for the viewer. To simply perfectly illustrate is just not enough. Okay, so the way we're going to do this today is I'm going to announce the award winners from starting with the merit awards, and they're not in any particular order except alpha. So Joanne's hair doesn't start on fire. And then we'll go to category winners such as wildlife, etc. And then I'll announce fourth, third, second, first, and best in show. And after that, we have 4 or 5 special awards that we're going to announce. After that, we are going to draw for door prizes. I hope that's not my phone. Okay, so I'm going to give Jeannie a chance to get back to her PowerPoint. Gina, are you ready?
I'm ready. Will you check and see if you can see it?
I can see it.
It's showing up on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah. What do you mean? Oh, you guys in the audience, you look up here, you peeps at home, you're looking at your screen. Okay, are we good? Okay. All
We're
right.
good.
All right, we're good. Okay. I'm sorry. Our first award of merit goes to Barbara Benson for Morning Sunshine.
All right.
Right.
Thank you. Awesome.
All right, yay.
That's pretty.
Do you think that we should wait, and we have 10? Do you think we should, because your hands are going to be so tired of clapping, want to wait till the end of the, oh, okay. And then we'll give a tumultuous applause, okay? Okay, our second award of merit goes to Sandra Burke for Farm All. Wonderful. Our third award of merit goes to Christine Dabrowski for Just a Big Old Mesquite. Our fourth award of merit.
Christine is here.
Oh, Christine, you're here. Come on up. Sorry, I didn't tell you to come up, get your award and our,
Oh, yes.
get a picture from our.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Our fourth award of merit, this is someone who's here too, Kenneth Keith for Lake Taneycomo. No.
Merit. Oh, well.
Any money in that?
No.
Our next award of merit goes to Liz Kenyon for Embers, and I don't believe she's with us today. Okay.
She's
Our next-
online. She's online.
Yay, Liz. We love it.
Thanks.
Our next award of merit goes to, and I believe Kathleen is here, Kathleen Lawrence Davis for From Over.
Okay, excuse. Guess I get to do this.
Okay. Oh. But just going forward. Okay, our next award of merit goes to Juanita Nelson for Just Hanging. And I love this piece, but she's not here, unfortunately. And our next award of merit goes to
I'm here.
Oh, where
I'm
are you?
online.
Juanita.
I'm online.
Congratulations. We wish you were here.
Me too. Thank you so much.
Wonderful piece. Our next award of merit goes to Fran Odom for Back in the Saddle, and that piece just sold. And is Fran, I don't think she could make it. Fran, are you online? Okay. Our next award of merit goes to our friend Peggy Orban for storm clouds. Need your prize. She's right here. How's the stuff? Did you take a picture? Yeah. Okay. All right. By the way, if we haven't handed you your ribbon and certificate, come up and get it at the end of the award ceremony, because you're gonna go stand by your painting, and our professional photographer, Christine Meisel Bidwell, is gonna take your picture for PR and for giving to our sponsors. So don't run off. Okay, our next award of merit is Sharon Will for Florida Nocturne.
She's online.
She's online. Sharon, it's fabulous. We love it. We wish you were here.
What will she do?
Okay, our next, okay, oh, we need tumultuous applause and big sound. Our next selections are best in category. And our first best in category is best animal or wildlife. And that is Nancy Smith's Noble. Isn't that fabulous? Oh my gosh. Nancy, are you online with us? I think so. Our best still life goes to BF Reed for Sphere with Black Vase. BF, are you with us? She may be online. Congratulations if you're online. Great painting.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you so much.
We wish you were here, BF.
Me too. Next time.
The next award goes to Best Landscape with Water. And that is Kelly Hines. She can't be with us, but her family member is going to. Yeah. And it's Carpinteria Marsh. And it's hidden behind the screen, but you're going to see it at the end of the awards. Oh, her dad. Okay. So Kelly's dad is here. Kelly, I hope you're watching, because your dad is going to accept your award for you. Accepted. You almost made it. Oh, well, can you, oh my goodness, Mr. Hines, can you step over here so the audience at home can see you and Kelly can see you? You can wave to her. And if we don't, you're gonna get your picture taken. Look at the camera. Look up at the camera, honey. Thank you. Thank you. Our next award is Best Landscape Without Water. And that goes to Becky Johnson's New Mexico Evening. And Becky, are you online with us? Or no? Okay. Gorgeous piece. Our best portrait goes to Chris Domier for Good Guy with Black Hat. I love that piece. Congratulations. Our next award goes to Best Equestrian. And that's moi. Thank you. And then our next award is Best Western Theme. Oh, you have to get me. Thank you. So our next award was kind of a tough one. I think Natasha had a little difficulty choosing because there were so many. Almost all of them were Western in theme. But Kathy Howard gets Best Western for Morning Reflections. Yeah. Kathy is here. Kathy's here. You. Thank you. Oopsies. He was gonna trip somebody. Okay, let's see. Then our best floral goes to Renee Mars-Mullis for Summer Whites. Renee, are you with us? She's one of our distinct Pastellists. Just, I don't think she is. Our next is for Best Skyscape, and Carol Strock-Wasson receives it for Light from Above. That is fabulous painting. So Carol, if you're there, congratulations. Our fourth place winner, and I would like to read what Natasha had to say about our fourth place winner. Well, let's go ahead and put it up. It goes to Jane Robbins for The Approach. It's really gorgeous. Natasha says, beyond the excellent use of diagonals, proportion, use of light to create interesting patterns, the mark making in this piece is superb. I love that this artist keeps their mark making consistent throughout the painting. Although the visual itself is very quiet and peaceful, the painting is very much alive with atmosphere and moving air. Beautiful palette and very well executed. When you agree with that? Yeah. Okay. Our third place winner goes to Nancy King Mertz for Strut. I just think this scares me. Nancy, are you zooming with us? I hope you are. Natasha's saying, anyone who knows my work knows I'm a fan of the play of strong light across the subject. The clever use of the sunlit white hen against the darkest areas of the composition and the strip of bright green grass both anchor the composition and drive you to look up the board to the hens on the hedge. Then your eye is grabbed by the interesting and beautiful shadows and the sun leading you back to the hen on the ground. Superb composition and light. And then our third place winner is Catherine. I'm sorry, our second place winner is Catherine Irish, Soul's Reverberation. And Catherine, are you with us today? She's in New Mexico.
I am, I'm thrilled.
Are you with us? Catherine, congratulations. Do you want to hear what Natasha had to say about your work?
Absolutely.
Okay. So Soul's Reverberation. Compositionally, there's a great use of diagonals to lead the focal point, such that even with the turquoise sky demanding that you look, it leads you down to the sun, where the colors reflecting in the clouds lead you right back up. My eyes are constantly moving throughout the painting with lots of beautiful places to rest, beautifully balanced in color and composition. So very well deserved. Wish you were with us.
Thank you.
And our first place winner is Jean Hildebrandt's, Searching for Strays. She wasn't going to even enter this. I told her you did that painting. Jean, are you with us?
Thank you. I'm at a birthday party, so I couldn't be there. Thank you so much.
I'm glad you're joining us with your grandkids in the park. Okay, I'm going to tell you what Natasha had to say about your painting. The painting grabbed me from the first pass. You can see straight through this little boy's heart. I can see the delicacy of him holding the reins loosely like you would, the texture of the denim jacket, enough detail in the rope just where it's needed, and the mere indication of background made this a clear winner. Nowhere is this painting overworked. Everything is there to tell the story beautifully. So congratulations, Jean. Our best in show goes to William Schneider for Rhapsody in Blue. Selecting this award requires
Hmm.
requires that all the standards are met that I look for in the winners. Most often, what I see is the one I select for best of show shows an absolute confidence and approach. This painting is squarely about the face. The rest of the painting is set up only to support what the artist wants to make it be. As loosely rendered as the rest of the painting is, it isn't distracting you from the subject. It causes her face to come forward and gives a lovely compliment to her skin tones. Overall, a very beautiful portrait that tells you of her beauty, softness, and youth. I continue to go back to it over and over. Bill, are you with us? I don't think he is. So congratulations. Natasha ends by saying, there were so many deserving paintings here. I'm truly honored to have had the privilege to be the judge for your show. Thank you for all involved who made this happen. Now, our next few awards are special awards, and Sharon, do you want to, or do you want to? Okay, the next award is the President's Award, and the Sharon and Alan Fry Award, and those will be announced by Sharon.
And then I have the Red Rock.
The Red Rock Pastel.
You have the- I'll do that first.
It's right here behind you.
That's- yeah, okay. Okay, all right, so Dasha Jameson is the president of the Red Rock Pastel Society in Las Vegas, Nevada. And she and I have talked several times about having more of a close partnership, sisterhood, I don't know what you'd want to call it, but where our two organizations could do things with each other or for each other occasionally. And I've also been talking to Alaska about the same topic, so I'm kind of out there. But anyway, Dasha was very interested then in exchanging awards. This is our first step. So they are giving a $200 award to a painting, which I got to choose this year. Hopefully in coming years, she will get to choose the painting. We kind of got all this finalized in the last moments. So basically I chose the painting. But she did see the painting and she was happy with my selection. And so I would like to give this $200 cash award to Judy Weganist for her. Judy's coming up. We're gonna get a photo of her. Is that right? Come on, Judy.
Sorry, I don't have a picture of this one, gang.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you bet. Got it? Okay. All right. And then the next award that I would like to give is from Alan and I personally. We have both benefited so much from your association. I'm talking about your personal association with me and with Alan. I am online with many of you every single day. Some of you, I even get emails in the middle of the night, like, but that's fine. About 4 in the morning when I get up, I answer them if I can. Okay, so this year we wanted to give a personal award. And so as a result, Alan and I looked, we let Natasha judge first. And then from the paintings that remained, we went through them and Alan chose the painting by Layla Langston. So, Layla, if you'd like to come up. And I would like to say that the award sponsor for this award at my request was the J. Luda set called the Steffi Clark Pastel set. Steffi Clark is an Australian artist, is she not? I think she's Australian or English or something, but anyway, she's not anyway, she's somebody. Anyway, should know who she is. If anybody, do you know who she is? No, anybody? No? Okay. All right. Well, anyway, she personally chose these colors from the J. Luda collection. And so we ordered those for you. Thank you. All right. And then finally, each year, thanks to Nori has encouraged me to give a President's Award. And this year, the award is worth $500 cash. And it will go to Sergei Pietla for his work over here, the house with the red.
It's one back. Yeah. There.
Oh, okay, well, you probably can't see it too well. Because, well, I don't know, you guys online, can you see it?
Yeah, we've got it.
And let me speak just for a moment about why I chose, this was my choice alone, although Alan concurred, he thought I made a good choice. And the reason why I chose this painting was because it is different. Okay, it has sort of a mind and a life of its own. It's not traditional. It's not realistic. It's not particularly impressionistic. It's something that Sergei has developed on his own. He works on a dark blue paper and he puts very broad, bright strokes. And he travels a good deal through France and other parts of Europe during the season and gets lots of inspiration from old buildings and chapels and so forth that are over in Europe. He lives in Finland, and we got to meet him personally at IAPS, and he's a very charming and articulate man who speaks relatively okay English, enough that we can talk, but not probably a lot more than that. But it was such a joy to meet him. And Sergei, are you there online at all? Probably not. Probably it's midnight in Finland or something. So do you want me to hold up the thing with a picture or no? I mean, the award thing. Yes, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is for Sergei Pietla. Hey. This award.
Oh, okay. The next award is the show chair's choice, and I selected Lorraine Trenum. Lorraine, are you there? For her, I love this so much. It's called Flight Delays. And to me, she captures the misery and the boredom of sitting on that plane like I was on it. And I like how she has the drippiness on the window, like tears of the sad, bored traveler. So Lorraine, congratulations.
Thank you.
This next award is very important and special to me and my family. It's the Eleanor B. Coble Award of Figurative Excellence. And I don't know if many of you met my mother when she was in Sedona, but if you did, you'd remember her charming Southern accent. She was just delightful. And she was a wonderful painter of children's portraits. She specialized in that, mostly oils, but she said she liked pastels to capture children who just couldn't or wouldn't sit still. And I remember when I was a little girl, it was so boring. She would make us pose for her endless hours. And we would beg her, Mom, please just let us watch TV. And she never would, because she said it gives your face a stupid expression. And it did. So instead of letting us watch TV, she would tell us the most hair-raising Southern Gothic ghost stories. So we may not have had stupid expressions on our faces, but I bet we had terrified ones. So this next award, and my daughter is Zooming with us. Hi, Jamie. And my family never agrees on anything. But this year we agreed on one painting, and we love this painting. It's Jim Cullenbach's The Observer. And there wasn't. Because he's observing somebody off to the side. We don't know, but we can see a little bit of what he's seeing in his glasses, reflected in his glasses. And we know he's a careful observer because he's got the camera around his neck, but we're the observers, right? We're observing him. So we thought it was just clever and well done. And Jim, come on up for your award.
Thank you.
Come on over. Come on over here. Okay, now, yeah. I'm turning it over to her because she's gonna do those door pulses. Yep.
No, we will together, but anyway, okay. The only thing I forgot to mention when I was thanking everybody earlier, and this is actually a perfect time, better now than before even. I want to thank all the members who donated for prizes. We actually had quite a few of them, probably about 15 members donated anywhere from $50 to, well, 500. And on all kinds of amounts in between. There were also members who had received prizes, merchandise prizes that they had never even opened, and gave those all back to us. So we were able to use all of those as well. And I have to tell you, just as Alan and I, we felt really good about having donated a prize. It means that we're acknowledging your work. We're acknowledging the efforts that you've made. Even, sometimes you don't get a prize, but you still put in that effort. You're in the show, perhaps, or you maybe didn't get in the show, but you now come to the show and you're like, wow, you know what? I could probably do a cloud like that. I could probably do this or that. And next thing you know, you will be in the show. So we're all on this road where we're moving forward, and we want to acknowledge each other and help each other. And so I guess what I'm saying is the next time we have a show, if you feel like you'd like to step forward with some, just a small amount even, it really helps those who are struggling and then get that acknowledgement, and they feel really, really good thanks to you. And so you get this really great feeling just because you're a contributor, not just in painting a painting, but in helping someone paint a painting. So I just want to point that out, and I want to thank all of those people who did donate. And most of those people asked not to be named, so I won't do that. But I really, really, really appreciated it.